Welcome back again. Oops. My little Cerberus is joining us today. Huh, that's weird. Usually it's my shark. Guess what? Today we're going to talk about Resident Evil Requiem. Am I right? Sebi. Yeah, I call it Sebi. Such a cute plushie. I'm kinda glad that I went to Universal Studios Japan like last year Halloween, and it was like Resident Evil 4 remake celebration, I think. I'm pretty sure it's Resident Evil 4 remake team. And yeah, they sell this plushie. It's really cute. I'm really glad I'm lucky enough to purchasing this one. I know there's one more, which is the liquor, where it's like a plushie, like a small plushie, and you can put it on your shoulder. I think that would be a much better I don't know, plushie, I guess, for this video. Anyway, yes, I'm going to talk about the recent Resident Evil game. I've played it, I finished it. I think I've spent like 12 hours or so. It was insane. Like, it's pretty long. It was like, I thought, because like a lot of people on Twitter get angry that this game is like $70, right? And a lot of people get mad because, well, people say, well, it's around 8 hours, 10 hours long. And a lot of people get mad because $70 is very expensive especially for a 10 hours game and stuff like that. Which I can see that. I 100% agree. But honestly, after playing this game, I can tell you that it's 100% worth it. So yeah, let's just jump right into it, right into the review. As you can see, trying a new setup and stuff like that. Got a bad haircut. Whatever. I hope it's not too distracting. Anyway, first of all, I'm just gonna say, as someone who jumps into the franchise pretty late, into the the whole thing, I actually got introduced to Resident Evil because of the second remake, the 2 remake, and because of that, I played through 7, 8, 2 remake, 3 remake, 4 remake, and then now 9. And I also tried the older ones like Resident Evil 5, 6, Revelations 1, and Revelations 2. I did not try the Resistance and Reverse. I also haven't tried the Zero, Code Veronica, Gaiden, all of those other Resident Evil games that I haven't mentioned yet. And honestly, the reason why I got hooked into this game, it's because of a trailer that shows the G monster. Because I always thought that Resident Evil is just zombies. I honestly always thought it was about zombies. And turns out there's like BOWs, bioweapons. Basically this, Umbrella, right? It's such an iconic organization, corporation that, it's very iconic. It's very, it's very popular. It's very famous. Everyone knows the logo. Everyone knows what have they done. And yeah, because of that, I fell in love with the franchise, with the universe. I watched every Resident Evil live action as well, the Mila Jovovich one. I'm sorry if I pronounce. I'm sorry if I mispronounce any name here, especially as a second English language. Anyway, yeah, I actually kind of weirdly, I kind of enjoy them. They have like this weird soft spot in my heart. I've watched the Infinite Darkness Netflix TV series. I've watched Death Island and Vendetta, though I didn't watch Damnation and Degeneration. I think that's the other CG animated movies. And yeah, and finally here we are, Requiem. And honestly, this game is a love letter to me, to the people, to the fans. Honestly, Capcom and Nakanishi as the director literally just give us this one huge prize and one huge meal that is complete, and it will satisfy everyone, especially like fans of Resident Evil, from the survival horror to the action pack that is Resident Evil 4 remake, Resident Evil 6. Yes, I cannot believe I say it, but they actually done some insane sequences that are straight from Resident Evil 6. It is. That's what I mean. Like how to describe this game? It's amazing. It's masterpiece. Sometimes it's funny because of how over the top and insane the moments that happen in this game. It legit. It really makes my makes me so happy, so excited to just keep playing the game and finished it. So of course, just like any other Resident Evil games that I really enjoy, sadly there are some stuff that I do not like from this game. So don't worry, I'm not gonna spoil anything in this game. In this review, I'm just gonna try to be as spoiler free as possible, because I hate it as well where, you know, like all of this leakers and people just spoiling important characters, new stuff on the thumbnail, especially for such a awaited game, right? Like long awaited game. And guess what? Like right now, it's peak on 320,000 players on Steam, and that's not including consoles. And I'm pretty sure it's also on Epic Games, right? So yeah, let's just talk about like the game itself. Amazing performance, straight everyone delivers such an amazing and like just masterful work, especially Grace, voice actress. I forgot her name, but it's Angela something. I'm sorry, I forgot her name, but she did such an insane performance that if she didn't win the Game Awards, like Best Actress or Best Roles, like voicing roles, I'm gonna be pissed. Like I'm gonna immediately see Jeff Keighley and his councils of reviewers as nothing but fraud. It's nothing but like Expedition 33 enjoyers. I don't know. Anyway, but then again, who knows, right? Who knows? But right now, she is the best like performance actress in a video game by far, right? By what is this? March, I guess, like February now, like by the release date of this game, right? She is insane. But then again, like even then, like Nick Apostolides, right? He's like the new guy that voiced Leon Kennedy after Matthew Mercer. Even then, he's also amazing in this game. Like everyone else, like portrayed their character masterfully. Emily, I don't know her actress, her voice actress, but if that is her real scream, that is insane range. I really love that. Victor Gideon, a new villain, is such a good villain. I was surprised. I thought he is gonna be like one and done character where it's like, oh, he's the villain of the week. He's just this, you know, cartoonish villain. But honestly, he's such a well done. He's performed really well. He like his voice, his mannerism, his appearance, and his boss fights. Oh, his boss fight. I hope this is not a spoiler, right? Because I'm pretty sure everyone who see the trailer and see Victor know that there's a boss fight, right? But yeah, his boss fights is amazing. And again, there is like a new villain as well. There's like, a couple characters that are like returning and new characters as well that are very, very masterfully masterfully performed by their talented voice actors. And their model as well. Their model looks amazing. And RE engine, I don't understand how the fuck this engine keeps evolving, but it becomes better and better. If you see Resident Evil 4 Remake as like the pinnacle of like engine, like game engine, no. Resident Evil Requiem takes it to a whole new level. The hair looks better now, the face animation, the modeling, the look, the gore, especially the gore and the death animation of this game is crazy. It's insane. It is on the next level. It's crazy. I don't know how to say it again. And again, there's a new villain, and this game, I can see how people don't like this game because in Leon's section, Leon is like, this is Leon's game. This is Leon's ultimate game, you know, Resident 4 remake formula that is, you know, already worked from them, like already working from them, and then mixed it with Resident Evil 6 combats and stuff. You put that and then you put it inside Leon, and his whole gameplay is just insanely funny and good and peak. I really loved it. It's so good. It's so, like, a lot of people will hate this, but there's tons of stuff that's like over the top that I would just say, wow, that is very anime, like anime fight, you know, like the main characters of an anime that's fighting like their antagonist, their villain. I would say if it even like rivals Resident Evil 6 bosses fight. Like there's a lot of this like insane, I don't know how you say it, like spectacle that happen that you just makes you wonder, like, holy shit, like why is this game, you know, from especially from Grace, right? Grace is like on this survival horror, this intense, like you really need to scavenge your items. You need to, you know, use your guns, your bullets, your things to kill these zombies. You know, like you can't waste them. You cannot waste any single of it. And then obviously her inventory space is really limited as well. The ink ribbons, I mean, the ink ribbons are, I would say they're not as scarce. They're actually pretty, you know, pretty easy to find, and they're actually pretty, I thought it's gonna be like harder to find the ink ribbons, but it's not really that hard actually. It was surprising to me, but yeah, the most surprising part is like the guns. Grace only got like what, a couple guns, and that's it. It's like, other than that, yeah, she got other weapons, but like, that's what I mean. It's very suffocating. It's very intense. I hate it, but if you're a survival horror fan, this is like a true survival horror gameplay. I mean, I didn't hate it like I hate it. I loved it, but I hate it because like, if I want to play the game again, I have to go through that section again. You know what I mean? Like, I hate that. I hate being weak and powerless. I just want to play Leon again, which is so funny because like, I don't know, to me, like, this game does feel like it's 50-50 between Leon and Grace, but I would say Leon got a bit more. Maybe it's because like Leon has a bit more like exploration, and then, you know, you do, you know, especially like towards the later half of the game, because like Grace section is like at the Rhodes Hill, and most of the time you're gonna do like a back and forth, like Alan Wake 2, and funny enough, Alan Wake 2 got referenced a lot in this game, especially with the big titles that like appear on the screen, like Grace or Leon chapter, like that. And then you get like the 50-50, but then Grace main section is the Rhodes Hill, and Leon is on the second section. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm sure, I mean, you guys already know, right? It's on the trailers everywhere. It's Raccoon City. Raccoon City is Leon's section, and then at the final one, I'm not gonna say it, but I think if you're a fan of the franchise, you already know the final place. You know, I'm not gonna say it, but if you played Resident Evil games before, you already know where it's gonna take place, and that place is gonna be 50-50 with Grace and Leon again. And yeah, it's a lot of stuff that I really love, and honestly, I would say it's very close. Want to, you know, makes me want to put it at the #1 best Resident Evil games for me. Until I think again, and the story and the enemies, and it just makes me like, after finishing the game, there's a lot of stuff that makes me like wishes for something more. I left up, you know, still hungry for more. It makes me like, man, I kind of wish that the game would have been like this, or the game would have go like that. I kind of wish, and it's like, damn. And then I remember playing Resident Evil 4 Remake, finishing the game, and I'm 100% satisfied. And I want to play that game again. This is what I mean. Like, it's so close to be my #1, but I think it's gonna stay close at my #2. Maybe around with Resident Evil 2 Remake and Resident Evil, I'll say 8 and 7. Those are like the really good games. Resident Evil 5 is also really good. Maybe it's gonna be up there. But yeah, definitely right now, for me, it's number 2 in my Resident Evil franchise game lists that are being played. It's so good. The problem is, I'm gonna talk about stuff that I just don't like it, especially the writing. The new villain, for example, is such a cool character, very anime villain, but then it's like I kind of want to know more of the character, the villain, the story. So this game is bringing every single Resident Evil media into one game. You got the references from the the movies like the Vendetta, Resident Evil Vendetta. You got references from Resident Evil Zero, Resident Evil 1, 2 original, 2 remake, right? You got all of that, all of those Resident Evil games, especially the mainline, and put it into this one game. Like, it's everywhere. And honestly, there's a lot of stuff that I kind of want to talk about it, but I'm not gonna spoil it. But again, like Umbrella, I kind of wish there's more. They did talk about more about Umbrella, especially with Spencer, Oswald Spencer, and then it's like I kind of wish they would dig a bit more, especially since it seems like this is gonna be like the last game about Umbrella, and especially there's like a new like a certain boss fight that appear that I think that is that character, and honestly if that's the character, and I'm kind of glad that that character didn't get wasted or die somewhere. Actually, we can fight them as Leon and die by the most favorite, I would say, character of all RE games, which is Leon. I'm kind of glad that happened. But again, it's like, so if this is like the end of Umbrella, what about the other faction of, what about the evil faction, in this whole franchise? You got the connections from 7 and 8, you got the family from 6, and yes, you got Tricell, HCF, you got all of this. Like, I kind of wish there's like more revelations, but more reveal about all of these companies that are, it seems like they are working together with Umbrella and try to hide, everything, right? But like it's just, there's stuff that makes me like, wait, if that's the real reason, then what's going on with this organization, or what's going on with this organization? It's just weird. And then some of the plays, it's so Resident Evil 5 that I'm sure that after this, it's I don't know, some leakers say it's gonna be Resident Evil Code Veronica remake, but the amount of Resident Evil 5 imageries in this game makes me want to say that they're probably just gonna announce Resident Evil 5 remake after this. Who fucking knows? It's crazy, especially in the final location, like the final boss fight-ish place. It's very reminiscent of Resident Evil 2 remake and Resident Evil 5. I'm not gonna spoil anything other than that. But yeah, that's what I mean. It's just so insane to me. The other thing is that I kind of don't like is the variety of enemies. What I'm trying to say is that in Resident Evil 4 remake, you got, and Village as well, you got so many different enemies. And I love how you can fight them in different occasions. In here, however, there are monsters, there are bioweapons, there are BOWs in this game, just like in the other mainline franchise, right? The problem is that most of the time it's just zombies. And it's like, there's a lot of moments where I was like my heart kind of sank a bit, knowing that they won't bring a certain enemy back, or like a certain iconic enemy back, or they just bring it back just for a boss fight. That's the problem. Most of the bioweapons in this game, they just in for a boss fight, and once they die. They there's no second one, there's no third one, there's only a first, there's only a single one. Like, what? Why not make more? You're Umbrella, you're a bioweapon, you're terrorist trading Like what the fuck. And again, and also it's a bit disappointed seeing the final boss. I'm not gonna spoil it, but yeah, like I kind of already say something in the previously, but there's a moment in the final boss fight that just makes me like roll my eyes and just felt very disappointed. I understand they need to do that because there's also another certain boss fight that I really love. They bring it back again, but I kind of wish they change up the design a little bit and change up the look a bit, like the other enemies. But like yeah, and then like this final fight is like it's so similar to that one boss fight, like even in terms of design. The only difference is just like it doesn't have a head instead of like the bulbous tumor that you have to shoot it. And then it looks the same. Like why? And then it's like the same movement. The only thing that's making it harder is because you get less space to move, and also it's tied in with it's inside the final boss fight, right? That it's like you don't really get more health, you don't really get more ammo from it. It's like what the fuck? I hate it. It's so disappointing to see like the final boss of this, the 9th, the 30th anniversary is just that. Like it's just that. You know what I mean? Like, oh come on, man. I hate that. But yeah, it's just disappointing, and honestly, it kind of makes me like a bit like let down at the end. It's just like damn. But yeah, anyway, other than that, I have a blast playing this game. I just wish they would have dived deep more within like the umbrella stuff, the bioweapon stuff. I hope maybe in the next remake or the next game, or maybe in the DLC. Who knows? The DLC, who knows? We still don't know. I'm sure they kind of confirmed that there's gonna be like a single DLC campaign. Hopefully there's 2 instead of 1 campaign. But if they manage to make like separate ways again, like a campaign that is a DLC campaign that's like really good, and then I'll take it. Yeah, I will 100% love that. The sad part is at the New Game Plus, there isn't really a New Game Plus. Yeah, you can get, you can keep certain guns, but all of the like stuff where you get like the loot, the items, it's just gone. And then there's no mercenaries mode, which is insane. They literally have like Leon, Grace, and then you got that one character, probably Victor playable, and then like you got that one character as well. Technically you can't even like 6 or like 7 characters that are playable in mercenaries mode, and like they invent this insane choreographics and like glory kills, I guess, like this finisher move for Leon, and then they never use it for mercenaries. Like come on, like what the fuck. I'm sure they're gonna put this with the campaign, right? It's probably gonna be like in Village, where it's gonna be locked behind the campaign, the DLC campaign, who knows. But yeah, I'm kind of hoping it will be a free update instead of like a paid update. Maybe it's gonna be like a free update, and then if you want to play as a certain character, you have to pay the DLC that's like along with the campaign, who knows. Anyway, yeah, other than that, this game is fucking amazing, and I need you to play it, to purchase it and play it right now, or maybe later, who knows. Maybe you're waiting for this discount or whatever. So yeah, at the end of the day, Resident Evil 9, true to the number title of Resident Evil franchise, gets a 9 out of 10 from me. It is amazing, very close to beating Resident Evil 4 remake, but I just love that game more. Again, I wish for more enemy variety, you know what I mean, to fight, and not just get died in a single boss fight or in a single, like cutscene fight. I hate that. I hate when the game mostly just zombies. The same problem that I have with Resident Evil 7, where it's like the enemy just looks the same. You know what I mean? It just have different shapes and size, but they're all literally the fucking same. Anyway, yeah, it's been long enough for review. I'm gonna upload my gameplay, hopefully daily, but who knows, because I think it's like around 7 parts or something like that. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. Look forward to my gameplay, to my silent gameplay. I'm really sorry I don't have a mic, I don't have a camera, so because of that I'm just going to upload my silent gameplay, I guess you could say. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, the gameplay, it's gonna be super long because, let me tell you again, it's 12 hours and that's only gameplay, and I'm sure it's gonna be more if it's like with cinematics and stuff like that, because the game timer is so different than the one on Steam. So yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I don't think I have any other issues, especially the one that is not, you know, spoiler, not a spoiler. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. See you guys on the next video. Please subscribe if you enjoy the video, like, comment, share, and yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys on the next video. Goodbye. Say goodbye to the camera.